Hello, and welcome along to the Filibusters. Yeah, it's the Filibusters show here. It's the Filibusters show here on the radio today. Because you probably can't, because we don't even have a telephone. Who knows? It's going to get here, and then who knows? It's going here, and then who here? Lahi. Oh God Almighty, it's Lahi. Oh God Almighty, he's a great man. Fair play to him. Yeah, it's the Filibusters show here on the radio today.
It's Sunday evening, and you're listening to the Filibusters Presents Comedy Hour on Limerick City Community Radio. If you want to contact us, you can text us at 083 4466 55, or you can tweet us at our handle, which is at the Filibusters. Alternatively, you can get us through any of our Facebook pages. I'm Stephen Ryan, joined in the studio this week by
Adam Lahi.
And we also have a little boy with a big message. What's your name, little boy?
My name is Dara Fitzgerald.
Excellent. Well, we've a great show ahead of us for you this evening, this bank holiday weekend. We have Adam's choice of songs. Adam, will you give us a bit of an inkling as to what they might be?
Well, Stephen, this week I've selected an array of 4 tunes by all female solo artists, so you can hear the likes of PJ Harvey, Sophie Madeline, Sharon Van Ett, and who's the last one we have? Lauren O'Connell.
Is there a reason you picked all female solo artists?
Because I'm a massive pervert.
Exactly.
Now, energy! Welcome, it's Sunday, Comedy Hour. John cannot make it this week, unfortunately, and we're going to shame him now because we were all set, we're like, oh yeah, the 4 of us are going to have a great show, this is going to be a fantastic week. Yes, Filibusters, fame, radio, everything, phonics, just F-sound. And then I got a text off him about 45 minutes ago saying, sorry lads, I can't make it tonight. My sister's in town, so we're going to hang out.
Now, his sister is a very attractive woman,
so we can't blame him on that front.
I've heard.
We can't blame him on that front. She's very attractive.
Well,
how attractive is she?
I was going to make a sexist pun there.
Oh, go for it, Adam.
See, it won't be as intelligent. Well, it wasn't intelligent at all. I was just blaming her front.
You seem to be apologising for a joke you haven't made.
Yeah, that was exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
Little boy.
Thank you, old man who's younger than me.
I know you can't see in the studio. We should bring back the webcam thing, but he looks like one of the Lollipop Guild from the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, this is terrible. Like I keep getting slagged the whole time because they're in Radioland. I've gotten a haircut, and I'm apparently on the bee's knees, and also possibly Diego Costa from Chelsea. That's also it.
You do look a lot better though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a very prominent cowslick though as well.
Do you?
Have you?
Yeah, it's up here.
Oh, I thought cowslicks could only be on the
no, they can be
front.
anywhere.
It's a misplaced tuft of hair.
Yep.
Indeed, like it all over your fringe.
I literally have every kind of
It looks like
disabled hair thing that going on there. I've got a widow's peak, and I've got, I think, 2 cowslicks on my fringe, and I've got one back here as well.
You know, it looks like Southeast Asia 2004 in your head.
Did you ever get one of those ingrown hair things?
No, I never did.
Well, then you don't have every bad hair thing, you liar.
Yeah, but
what about those kind of Mexican?
They're not a kind of a hair impediment. They're more
totally, it's almost a definition of a hair impediment because it stops the hair from growing.
Does it?
An ingrown hair, well, it stops it growing outwards. Yeah. It
still grows, doesn't it? Though.
What is an ingrown hair?
That's not
an ingrown hair. I can't say the part of the body that you'd find it on most, but imagine that. And you actually no, a more PC way of doing it. A lot of black guys get it. Right. Because they've got such curly hair, the hair, instead of growing outwards, gets lost when the root is developing, so it grows back in. So you get these little spots on your skin that look like acne or whatever, but it's not. It's not infected, but it's a hair follicle that's quite like that.
Okay. Interesting.
Sore, I believe. You have to get them operated on sometimes, I think.
It's a bit of a balls, not?
Yeah.
Hey! Oh, wait. Sorry.
Right. Okay, we've got a great show for you. We've got news. We've got Adam. What else have we got? Adam songs about women.
How deliciously introduced.
We've got a quiz.
Yeah, we've got a great quiz lined up about TV trivia. So if you watched TV in the 80s and 90s, this is for you. If you didn't,
And we've got I Like That. And we've got a pondering.
And Dara will contribute as well.
We'll find out what that little boy wants. Okay, so first of all, we'll kick off with the news.
We'll line it up. Give us a tune there while we're getting the news ready. Give us some...
I'll give you PJ Harvey. I like PJ Harvey.
This is The Last Living Rose.
That was The Last Flaving Rose by PJ Harvey.
Wasn't really though.
There's loads left. Like,
Yeah,
really.
it's come spring to be like loads of them.
That's our analysis of the situation. You know,
Dear PJ Harvey.
Don't get tearing in here.
I found your song was incorrect. Nuclear fallout has not happened yet.
Dear PJ Harvey, I really like your music, sir.
What actually?
PJ Harvey, will you never get dressed?
Just referencing the Donica Tiernan here thing. That's like an in joke between us. What do you think of in jokes on the radio?
Hate it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I did this when I was like 16. I did this radio workshop, like a real cool boy. It was just like about 8 kids in a studio in the like Kilkenny radio station or whatever. They taught us what to do in the radio, like how to research shows and how to do all this. And it was never going to be listened to by anyone except people who were in the room. So I was doing my little presentation bit, and I mentioned something that we'd all been talking about earlier on. And afterwards, this precocious little expletive came up to me and goes, you know, you should never include in-jokes on the radio. And I'm like, you're the only person that heard it. Shut up.
Yeah. He was, yeah.
So what are you calling me?
But, oh no, I'm just thinking, I think this show is fine to do in-jokes in because the 3 of us are the only ones listening.
I'm hoping that we have regular listeners
And
who
also,
appreciate our
I do
in-jokes.
hope that you
And
get lots of
also, you
fibre.
forget about the podcast.
Yes. Our podcasts are getting hits in literally the double figures.
Yeah.
And figuratively,
Lots.
figuratively in the double
It
literals.
is skyrocketing. There used to be a roof to this, now there's not.
Oh, I was looking at our YouTube hits and stuff today. Just I do it every now and then just to check how our output goes. And people have watched like something like 30,000 minutes just this month of our stuff. So that's kind of...
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, on the...
I love breaking that down into work hours and just seeing how much of people's time we've wasted.
I was actually looking at the ULFM stuff, like the day or the day after it goes out, it gets recorded. And I was looking at all the hits, the amount of times listened to, and all the Comedy Stock stuff is, on average, the most listened to show on ULFM.
Yard.
Yeah. So, it's pretty savage. We get up to double figures each show.
And when is that show on, Dara?
That show is on at... it's on 3 p.m. on Tuesdays. So, check that out.
That was the worst plug. News.
Yeah.
News. Tell us what's in the news, Adam.
We've got lots of stuff. We'll start with this whole water charge thing. We talked about it last week, but we're not going to talk about the actual process so much as the reaction to it this week, because there's been some ridiculous proper Irish reactions. And the first one is a title I've dubbed Bobby Sands Rolling in His Grave, but it's not to do with anything with him at all. It's this. There was a guy in Cork, Gary Coleman, his name was, which is brilliant. And he decided, right, I'm going to...
how he's grown.
He decided he's going to...
Not you, Dara.
I know. Continue, Adam.
Yeah, he decided he's going to camp out and do a hunger strike in Cork to protest the water charges. 48 hours later, he went, you know what? I'm kind of hungry. I think I'm going to go have a Big Mac now and focus my energies into Raging Against the Machine in a different way.
Rage Against the Machine, but, not that hard.
Yeah, his oh God, his reactions was awful. Like, one of the quotes is, my body really started giving in today. My legs started going, my stomach started aching, aches and pains. Last night I was soaked wet. It's really taken a toll on me. And later quoted, he is apparently really looking forward to a beer and a chicken korma. Oh my God. The
chicken korma was just like, really,
I know
you didn't even have time to get hungry. This was a sort of, if you went to Lough Derg on a religious pilgrimage, you would have to stay hungrier longer than your hunger strike.
I have 100% gone without food more than 48 hours.
yeah, sometimes
Oh, yeah.
you just
Yeah.
forget. And there you are.
Yeah.
Jesus, it's a good thing he doesn't do a Ramadan, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just...
It's obscene.
Yeah.
to
Gary
call
Coleman.
it, to draw that much attention to yourself,
Yeah.
and then...
And then give up. Gary Coleman, you should be ashamed of yourself.
One amusing story that I did come across was about a dude who went, and he'd been for months plugging this big trip he was going to do from the top of England, or not England, top of Scotland to the bottom of England.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And this was what he was going doing. He was going marching down, and he'd been plugging it for months and months and months, and he was running a big campaign.
John O'Groats.
John O'Groats, yeah. And he was getting all celebrities and everyone to hold signs saying "Go."
Yeah.
Big Dave was the dude,
Yeah.
and then after no time at all on his walk, he got clipped by a car and had to go home.
From one faux pas to another, staying on the water charges. Stephen, do you want to take this one?
You're a big fan of this
Yeah,
particular story.
there was
Martin Conway.
Martin Conway, a senator who had been a councillor for Ennistimon, a Fine Gael senator, was talking about the water charges, and came out with the doozy of a line that water doesn't fall from the sky, which was just, what a faux pas. And then his response, because everyone thought, ha ha ha, you frickin' dope. His response was, everyone knew what I meant, which, while true, didn't take from the fact that he just came out with the biggest plonker line.
Yeah.
People, look up this article. Maybe we'll post it on.
I mean, it would have been fine. It wouldn't have made sense if he said water doesn't grow on trees. They didn't make sense,
Yeah.
but at least he's not that much of a fool.
Like we'll post the article on the Facebook page and look at him just to look at the hate on him, because after he says that, he's got this facial expression that looks like someone being walked in on while he's stealing the last cookie while being kicked in the balls.
It looks like his brain is staring at him.
Yeah, he's horrible. Like, no. Gary Coleman, Martin Conway, you're in room 101.
Yeah,
Idiots.
he's reduced Adam to fragments.
Next.
Yeah, no, because I think it's weird as well. Like, you know, a lot of the papers they don't seem to cover like a lot of the faux pas that happen. What they do eventually, but then it's all this like, you know, oh, don't worry guys, you've got another 2 weeks to pay your bills. We're like, yeah, sure, we'll get right on that.
That's a whole heap of disaster, though, that whole Irish water thing.
Oh yeah.
And then your man, what's his name from Portrude? He's TD, was an MEP. Alan Kelly. That's what I was thinking of. Alan Kelly came out last week saying that he reckoned that...
Must clarify, not sexual orientation. He emerged saying something.
He emerged saying something last week that the Irish water, what they need to do is they need to change their PR. That this was, of course, the problem with Irish water. It wasn't, of course, the whole Irish water fiasco. It was their PR.
But that reminds me of Calvin and Hobbes comic.
Love Calvin and Hobbes.
He goes, he's in his room is destroyed, messy, and the parents come in, like, says, I was like, you need to clean your room, says, and he goes, but I did clean it, no, and then she just leaves, says, I don't need to clean my room, I just need better PR.
Same idea.
Speaking of a group who need better PR, Nazis.
I was about to say ISIL, but you know, yeah, they'll do.
ISIS,
whatever. Whatever they call themselves now, it's a supergroup.
What?
Never mind.
What?
Go on.
A
Supergroup?
We seem to have gotten our arrows mixed here. What?
No?
ISIL.
ISIS, yeah.
But why are they a supergroup?
I'm saying because they're changing their name.
What?
Never mind, continue.
No,
we need to know this.
We're
What
stuck
are you
on this,
talking about?
Dara.
Right. Okay, right. Because they change their name, it's often like large bands that get together and they go
No,
through
we're
like
not talking
PR
about a band.
Yes.
ISIS.
I know.
The terrorists.
Yes.
Supergroup.
Why are they...
Yes. It was a joke.
What?
Oh, okay. No, I get it. If you can see his face, he's so angry. No, we thought you were talking about like getting something mixed up.
No.
Okay.
I knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, I didn't, though.
Okay. Continue.
I just heard supergroup and I was like, they're not a supergroup, Dara.
Yes, I know ISIS and our ISIL are not a supergroup.
What's ISIL though?
Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant.
Yep.
Okay. Hitler was high on crystal meth while leading Nazi Germany.
Hey.
There we go. Apparently, he was not only loved crystal meth, but he was famously a hypochondriac. So he took lots and lots of class A's because apparently that's what hypochondriacs do, including, but not limited to, crystal methamphetamines, cocaine, and a lot of barbiturates, along with bull semen to boost his testosterone.
I love the way Hitler, he's just, anyone can say anything they like about him, really. I mean, truth is just doesn't come into it when...
Yeah, you know, see, I think it's more like the more people hear about him, the less they like. I think even like there's got all the stuff that you could just make up around. It's like, oh no, he definitely did that, blah blah. It's like all those myths about him. Yeah,
Oh, he's only got one ball.
Yeah.
And apparently, but here's the part where society has to go, he was showing signs of early Parkinson's. And as we all know, when you have something wrong with you, people have to feel sorry for you. For instance, if you say, oh, I know I wear sunglasses all the time and look like a bit of a bollocks, but I've got glaucoma.
Yeah.
Not talking about anyone in specific now, but, you know.
And again, Hitler was shown with signs of Parkinson's, and as we all know, Parkinson's sufferers tend to destroy Europe. That's just a thing.
And vegetarians.
Vegetarians.
The other myth about him.
Doesn't drink. Has dogs.
Apparently, he became a vegetarian after witnessing his niece's autopsy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, why would you go do an autopsy and then go like, I'm gonna swear off meat for a while? It's not like he was eating people. Oh, is this what people were made out of?
We could start a rumour. Hitler ate people.
Yeah.
It's not a rumour if it's about Hitler, it's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be on Channel 4. It's called Hitler's Hidden Drug Habit, so go and watch that. Apparently, he took 9 shots of methamphetamine while in his last days in the bunker to ease pain and stress. And, in his last meeting with Mussolini, he was apparently way up in the air on coke and just ranted for 2 hours. So all this is...
Yeah. And also, because like we touched on this, I think Sean brought it up on the show, and he was saying that...
Which show?
My ULFM show that's on at 3 p.m. on ULFM. It's...
On Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays, yes. That's very bad. No, there was... I don't think this is a rumour. I think this is actually true. Adolf had an Irish cousin, and his name was Patrick Hitler or something like that.
Oh, that's actually true, yeah. Hitler's brother was married to Bridget something from...
Brown.
No, it was a very Irish name.
Brown is a very Irish name.
Dowling, Bridget Dowling.
Dowling.
From Dublin. And
Is Dowling an Irish name?
Dowling is, yeah.
Okay, right, sorry.
Shane Dowling plays with Limerick.
Oh, right. No, because I know there's a lot of English Dowlings, but anyway. Sorry.
Would that be the Irish version? Well, an Anglophone Irish version of Dolan.
Maybe they're of the same thing, I don't know, same family. Same name, origin family.
Next bit of news. Tinder for after parties. This is basically a new app created by an Australian guy. It's called Kick On.
Okay, now I get it. I've seen this and I was kind of going, Tinder for after party.
So basically, imagine the scene. 3 o'clock in the morning, outside Costello's. What are you going to do? You don't quite fancy chicken nut, you want to go to a house party. So you log on to this Kick On app. It will tell you where's the closest party, what's going on at it, and you just go beep, and you go to the party. You might know these people.
That's an awful idea.
Yeah. Are they
horrible.
advertising it?
What do you mean? No, as in, okay.
How does it work?
Okay, we're both outside Costello's. We don't know each other.
Okay.
You go onto this app and go, all right, I'm Dara. I'm having a house party in blah, 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 blah.
Oh, you mean it's on Facebook or something?
No, it's just on this app.
But how do they know?
Because you put it on there. You put your party on.
Okay, right.
I'm looking for a
Confusion of this
party.
show.
You put your party on the
I
app.
see it and go, right, I'm going to Dara's party.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's advertised.
Oh, I wouldn't go to Dara's.
Well, it's advertised in so much as Tinder would be advertised. As in, you go, I'm looking for a party within 3 mile radius. It gets all the submissions because you've already submitted your party.
Okay.
So it's within 3 miles and I'll see your party.
Oh, okay.
And I'll go there.
Has
Which
anyone
is horrible.
Has anyone been on that app?
No, it's quite new. It started in Australia, so I actually doubt it's spread here yet.
I really hope not.
But it's a coming.
That's terrible. Because you know it's going to be the same guys going around to each party. Whee!
Yeah, that's exactly what
it's this guy again, yeah. I better hide my banister.
Kick On developers are also working on weekly rankings which lists the MVP or most valuable partier in every university, state and county.
Most valuable party? Or
So yeah, just the biggest drunk in the area with the nicest house. That's so this is horrible. You can end up with anybody back at your house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a terrible idea. And even if you're going, whose house am I going to rob tonight?
Yeah.
Bring a pack of cans, take away a telly.
Yeah.
It's awful.
They're probably not even nice cans either.
Kick on, jog on.
Bad idea.
Yeah, don't do that.
Bad idea. Dara, do you give it any thumbs up?
Absolutely not. I've reserved my thumbs for cool ideas.
Exactly. Dara gives it no thumbs up.
No.
And that's the news. Maybe we've got some more news. Maybe we'll come back to it later. But now, let's do a song. I give it a bit of Sharon Van Etten. Who yeah? That was Sharon Van Etten with Every Time the Sun Comes Up, I'm in Trouble. Great tune. Back in
the net.
Back in the net.
Hooray.
Great song, great place, great album. Back in the net. Go on.
Word on the street, Adam, is you've got a quiz for us.
I've got a quiz now, Fee. I do. This quiz, right.
Beep.
Like I said last week, I do.
You impatient.
I do be getting really, really bored and apathetic with making the quiz every week because I just don't know what to talk about anymore. So this time I just got some vacuous thing everyone knows, television trivia from the 80s and 90s. So boys, get out of my studio and I do the quiz.
Okay, Adam, I'm going to go out.
Hey, actually, before you go, right?
Too late, I'm gone.
Over the weekend, someone told me I had a pretentious Scottish accent, right? It was at this party we were at. Do you remember that girl who was going around, she robbed all those books from a place in town, and she came up to me at the end of the night and she goes, so you know what's with the pretentious Scottish accent? And I was like, what
does she look like again?
Black hair. It doesn't matter who she was.
Yeah,
it
okay.
matters what she said.
Yeah. So do I think so?
No, I definitely don't have one, but
I think it's just because you kind of look, I don't know, you would be
but it's nothing
Scottish.
to do with the way I look.
No, I
It's
know.
the way I sound.
I know. Maybe that's affecting her judgment.
Listeners, 083 44 666 if you think I've got a weird accent. It's not even Scottish.
I do think you don't value the listeners enough. Yeah, I said it.
Maybe it's from hanging out with Andy Joyce too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was so weird. Anyway, the quiz. If you want to get involved in the quiz, the Filibusters quiz. Oh, I just spit on the mic a little bit. Text in on 083 44 666 Get
Frape
us
and
on
Dara this week.
Twitter on @the_Filibusters or get us on.
Okay. I really hope I win.
Frape and Dara this week.
Okay. Or you just threw me off my whole groove. I was telling them how to enter the competition, being nice to the listeners for one star.
Yes.
And you all just talked over me.
Well, it was Stephen's fault.
Yeah,
It was both your fault. You're both talking.
Okay. Well,
Get into that cone there.
Well,
Go
I'm
on.
going making the tea anyway.
Get off. Right. You want to get into the quiz? 083 44 666 Twitter @the_Filibusters or any of the Filibusters pages on Facebook. Okay, here comes the questions. The 90s and 80s television trivia quiz. Question number 1. What was the registration on Lady Penelope's car in the Thunderbirds? Question 2. Who was an old saggy cloth cat, baggy and a bit loose at the seams? Question number 3. Who wrote and sang the theme for One Foot in the Grave? Question number 4. What were the names of Sabrina the Teenage Witch's aunts? And question number 5. In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. Who were they? There's the quiz. If you want to get involved and frape a filibuster, 083 44 666 or @the_Filibusters on Twitter, or where else can you get us? Facebook. There you are. Lads, come back in. Stephen, hello.
Good afternoon. I'm back. That was our quiz.
It was.
Any good, Adam?
It was really good.
Was it hard?
Well, I certainly was. No, I don't think it was too hard. I think if you were alive and cogent in the 80s and 90s, you're probably going to get this.
I was never cogent.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that. But I reckon this is going to be one of those quizzes, though competitive as you are, you may not do as well as Dara.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Dara is old.
See, because in the 90s and 80s and stuff, so we were talking about when you were born, it was you know...
I'm
the
not
latter
great with
stages of
detail on
the
television.
80s. I reckon you didn't so much watch television as just like read old war pamphlets and generally just went around being a bit tweedy.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of reading, but the thing was I used to watch, I don't know, like 80s and 90s.
What was your like favourite cartoon? Did you watch cartoons?
I did, yeah.
So what cartoon was your like favourite cartoon to watch?
Like, okay, in the 80s there was hardly nothing on the television. Because all we had was RT1 and Network 2.
Poverty channels.
So we had Network 2 and used to watch Bosco and The Den. And then...
Oh yeah, but they're like a platform for cartoons. Like your favourite cartoon that would have been on it.
I don't remember any cartoons on The Den.
Dara, what was your favourite
Dara, what
go-to
cartoons were on The Den?
X-Men.
No, never. Don't remember.
That was definitely on it.
Go on.
Diddle-oo-doo-doo-doo. Diddle-oo-doo-doo-doo.
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, that was on it.
Yeah.
I used to watch that.
Scooby-Doo was on it probably.
Yeah, might watch Scooby-Doo.
There's loads. There's the recycled kind of 90s kind of...
Okay, bring it back to 80s.
Zorro.
80s.
I used to watch Zorro.
Okay.
80s. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
That's
I
right,
used to enjoy them.
There we go, yeah.
And,
So
and
I
the
was just
Simpsons,
questioning Stephen
when-
on, because basically when I picture his childhood, it isn't like mine would have been sitting in front of a television going, "Wow, Power Rangers!" I just kind of like
I
with a
picture you
shovel.
sitting down a tree with exactly the same clothes on.
Yeah.
I was a pretty dapper dresser as a child.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. I used to dress myself, and I used to wear dicky bows and things.
I used to have a dicky bow when I was. Oh man, I dressed really really cool when my mother used to dress me. Like, I remember I was at my
How cool was that?
my godmother's wedding, and she still slags me about it to this day. She dressed me in like a little sailor's outfit, like one of those like attachable collars that went with like a handkerchief that went down the back. And
Did you have like flare bottomed?
No, there was shorts with it. I
Oh,
was like
right, even
2 or
worse.
3. Yeah, it was awful. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you know the Japanese schoolgirl uniforms, they're based on sailors' uniforms.
Apparently, I used to have. I used to dress myself and have the quirkiest dress sense as a child. I used to wear red shorts and a shirt and
They had a pair of pants on your head.
and a dicky bow. And used to wear jumpers, and
An ascot in your mouth.
I used to wear odd stuff, and I used to kind of kick up a fuss if I didn't dress myself.
that's kind of an interesting thing, because at what age did you become fashion conscious?
Well, after I was a child then, I suppose it would have died down when I went to school, because I was wearing school uniforms a lot, and I didn't really become kind of fashion conscious again until I'd say I was about 14 or 15. I remember I started buying my own clothes again buying my own clothes at that point. I remember I used to go into a shop called Havana, which was in Arthur's Quay, and I remember I had a lovely kind of a, I suppose, mould green kind of patterned shirt.
Oh, you're making it sound wonderful.
Light blue, kind of sky blue with mould green kind of mixed in. It was nice, and corduroys at the time, the big thick corduroys were all the rage. Do you remember there was a place there where
Other old man, yes.
remember there was a place on William Street, Remix.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone used to be buying their clothes in there at that time.
Was that on William Street or was it on
But no, but
Because there where that shop is,
No, I thought it was on
oh
Cruiser
my
Street.
god, I can't believe we're talking about this.
What?
It's just got, do you remember that shop in Limerick when you used to
Yeah. No, that was... That's,
But we were fashion conscious is what I'm trying to ask, because when I was about 10 or 11, I used to have these shoes that I thought were the coolest shoes in the world. They were Nike runners, and they had zips going up the front of them.
Yeah.
And I thought, great, they're like, I'm like a astronaut or something. I got zips on my shoes.
Yeah.
And every Friday we used to go down to Rocco's, which was a chipper down the road, and we'd all run there, and I'd get there, and I'd be there waiting for my chips in my runners, and these older boys came up to me and went, "Can you not tie your laces? Because you've got zips, so you're not able to tie them." I'm like, "Oh no," and I could never wear the runners again because I was like, self-conscious about the runners.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I never.
You never had anything like that?
No, I
I wanted them flashy light shoes. No.
Oh
I
yeah,
used to
I was
have
about to mention the flashy light shoes. No, I was never fashion.
Not to be mixed up with flashlight shoes.
I was definitely. That's disgusting. I was
But
definitely
very comfortable.
very comfortable. Yes, very comfortable. I fit my whole foot inside. I was never fashion conscious in the sense that, oh, this is the kind of things I really want to wear. It was more like around a certain age, I was like, other people are wearing this to fit in like another human being. I have to wear stuff like this. But I never really cared what I wore. It wasn't up until it's actually quite recent. It's probably about 23, 24. I went, oh,
Well, you say recent.
yeah, I mean, recent, yeah, prehistoric. No, it was only like 5 years ago I started kind of going, yeah, I really kind of care about what I wear. But really, it's only, I mean, kind of, I'm 29. Like my mother still buys clothes for me, like, you know. So
She bought you a lovely jacket this week.
she actually bought me this jumper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But she bought you a lovely blazers. Oh, Stephen. Yeah. Oh man, we were going to a party during the.
yeah. Didn't I look pimped out or what?
I was going to a party with Dara, and it was raining out, and his mother just bought him this new blazer. It was really cool, and he was like, "Right, I'm going to wear my blazer." And he was like, "Okay, it's raining out, so to avoid getting my blazer wet, I'm going to put on an Aaron hoodie over the blazer." So he left the house with a t-shirt, a shirt, a blazer, and a hoodie thrown on.
I mean, you've seen my black Aaron hoodie. It's like a hoodie, but it's just black wool, and it's massive. But it's I've misplaced my coat. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry to break it to you, but it's the only thing I have that I can wear over stuff. So I've kind of to wear it over everything. So it's like, you know, the transformation. You've gone from island to, I don't know, urban.
Oh, okay, films and TV. What have we been watching this week, Dara? Have you seen anything you like?
I have been watching. I watched a lot of pilot episodes recently, but probably the one I watched today was Constantine from the Hellblazer comics.
Oh, what's that like?
I know that was a random sound in the voice, but it was okay. It was better than I thought it'd be, but I had very low expectations.
Oh, okay, because I've been reading it. I know a bit about Constantine, and one of his things is he's quite sweary and smoky.
Extremely.
He's not allowed smoking it, and isn't that one of his big things because he's got cancer?
Yeah, that's a big storyline that comes into it. In the Gareth Ennis run, I think his first comic it's called Dangerous Habits, and he ends up getting terminal lung cancer, and it's about that stories, and it's very good. Have you read it actually?
No, I've seen the film though.
That's actually, well, the film's a bit of a travesty, but that that bit where he takes the glass and traps the spider under it and breathes smoke into it. That's directly from the comic. This is Welcome to My Life. That's actually out of Dangerous Habits, and that's part of it, yes. But he is very sweary. But as usual in an NBC show, they try and spoon you for too much information. I am this. This is what I do. When novels, it's more, or the graphic novels, is more kind of, it's about the feel. He's not really an exorcist. He's just he is a mage, probably is the loosest explanation that he have, and he's trying to just wander around the place, and he ends up spending all his time solving situations that he kind of created, and basically everybody he gets close to dies.
Okay, so how many thumbs out of 10?
Out of this, well,
you can't give it out of 10. You have to give it an arbitrary figure of thumbs that doesn't represent anything.
Okay, right. For the series, square root of pi. And for the graphic novels,
the series called Square Root of Pi?
No, that's the amount of thumbs I'm giving it. And for
3.1472, the square root of that.
No, that is pi. Yeah. So what's the square root of pi?
It's the square root of that.
It's about 1.4.
Really?
I'm going to calculate that. You keep talking. Give us the number.
Just pi, square root of pi.
No, the number of thumbs, you big idiot. I'll get
how many?
Oh yeah, and the amount of thumbs for the graphic novel is Graham's number. There we go.
Okay. 1.77.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's close.
He was really close. He was 0.3 off it.
That's not close enough, by the way.
I know.
Well, when you're
it's quite significantly off, actually.
I watched a film called Charlie Wilson's War, which was a drama based on the Texas Congressman Charlie Wilson's covert dealings in Afghanistan in the late 80s, or in the 80s generally. It had a pretty stellar cast. It had Tom Hanks, Julia Roberts, and Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Amy Adams. It was
Philip Seymour Hoffman, when was it?
This was about 3 odd years ago.
Well, I'm glad to see you're keeping recent.
No, because
2007.
Okay.
No, I was because about to say there's a lot of kind of films with Seymour Hoffman coming out.
I watched it on Netflix. This is why I was watching Netflix. I haven't been to the cinema in God knows how long.
Yeah.
But
which your friend pays for, probably.
But doozy of a film, Charlie Wilson's War. Actually, it was Philip Seymour Hoffman. I looked up films with Philip Seymour Hoffman in them because I was just kind of, he's generally in good stuff, and I want to see what I hadn't seen.
Both the Rocked is really good in that.
Which?
The Both That Rocked
is good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Cracker soundtrack as well?
Is that a what's been called English guy film?
It's a Richard Curtis film. Yeah.
Richard Curtis, yeah.
In it, it's about this congressman Charlie Wilson, and he's a bit of a womanizer, does a bit of drugs, and
sounds like an absolute legend.
He was from Texas. They didn't want anything from him. He just wanted them to re-elect him, and that's what happened. So he kept on getting re-elected. Someone asked him to go out and visit someone in Pakistan, sent him to the border to see all the Afghanis who were refugees, and he kind of took up their cause and got money to basically have a covert war in Afghanistan with the Soviets. And it's just really, it's funny and it's entertaining.
Yeah.
And it's based on a true story as well, so that's quite good.
Oh, cool. Have you actually watched or read Persepolis?
No.
I love it. It's
who's in it?
It's an animation. It's based by a graphic novel by this girl from Iran. It's her name is Marjan Satrapi. It's basically very autobiographical, made a little more interesting, but it's basically as it is, and it's about her growing up in Iran before the Ayatollah came to power in 1979 in the revolution. Her living outside her adolescence in Europe and going back there. And I don't really want to spoil it too much because it's really, really good.
Okay.
Really good.
We might get you to post it to the Filibusters comedy page later.
Will it?
And everyone can see it and watch it.
Yep, definitely watch it.
We're getting tight for time here, so I'm going to do the events real quick. Then we're going to do a song and have just laughter and the crack for the rest of the show.
No, give me 2 minutes. I'm not done with my things I've seen.
Charlie Wilson's
No, I'm done with Charlie Wilson's War. This evening is going to be the season finale. It's going to be broadcast in America of Boardwalk Empire after 6 seasons. It's finally coming to an end.
Was this the last episode?
Wow.
Very last episode. We're kind of on a bit of a cliffhanger. We want to see where it's going. This season has been excellent. It's been flashbacks to the 1880s and 1890s, as well as having moved the series forwards to the 1930s. In the last episode, without wanting to give too much away, Nucky's in an awkward predicament. And
spoilers, it already happened.
we're going to go for the end. Also, what else I've been watching, and I give it 247 thumbs up, is Whitechapel. That's a good many thumbs up in this particular instance. Whitechapel, which is again, it's on Netflix.
Is it based on Jack the Ripper?
It starts out, and the first season is set in modern day, but it's Jack the Ripper copycat. The second season is kind of a East London mobster copycat killer. It's just a series of copycat killers. It gets kind of ridiculous, but the program itself is very enjoyable. Also in comedy, who I've seen this week, who I've seen live, and it's still ongoing, is the Galway Vodafone Comedy Festival. And I went up there last week, and I went to see Carol Spain was presenting Limerick's own Carol Spain was presenting Carol Nival, and he had on it that dude you like, Adam, what's his name? Andrew Maxwell, and Reginald D. Hunter.
Brilliant.
And Jennifer Maguire, I think is her name.
She's doing... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Who? What?
No, she's on TV.
No, I think this is a different one.
Oh, right. Small country.
Maybe it's not Jennifer. Maybe I'm getting mixed up. And Chris Kent from Cork. And I will easily say Chris Kent stole the show.
Oh, Chris Kent is brilliant.
He is absolutely fantastic comedian. Really, really good. So my advice is, if you see Chris Kent coming to your town soon,
throw a negative.
Your town being Limerick.
I saw him in Limerick the other day.
Chris Kent?
Yep, just walking up Thomas Street with his girlfriend. There you are.
There you go.
Star spotted.
Things that are coming up in Limerick this week. Stephen, have you more to tell us?
No, that's me done.
Cool. Things that are coming up in Limerick this week. Tonight, you can go to the Siege of Limerick and have long hair and be sweaty in Dolan's. Or you can go to Everyman in Cork and see Ginger Baker, the legendary jazz drummer who played with Cream, Eric Clapton. I think he played a little bit with Hendrix.
On Jack Bruce.
It's been a messy day.
And Jack Bruce is dead.
He played with
Jack
Cream.
Bruce is dead?
Yep.
Oh, there's an event. Who was Jack Bruce?
He was in Cream.
Oh, yeah, he was the bassist player for Cream, yeah. On Tuesday, you can see the Filibusters in Dolan's, which will feature myself, Dara, John, Donncha, all the familiar faces, as well as Andy Joyce, and a lady comedian from Dublin called Laura Byrne. So go see that. On Wednesday, Friars Gate Theatre in Kilmallock are screening Calvary. It's not an Irish film, guys, but definitely worth to see. And on Friday,
not really,
Halloween night, the Beautiful South are playing in Dolan. It's not called the Beautiful South, it's now Paul Heaton and Jackie Abbott, but definitely see them because they're brilliant.
In Latitude, and they were excellent.
Yep. And any day until the 2nd of November goes to the Scare Factory just opposite Arthur's Quay.
What is that? I saw a big queue for them.
A lot of boys in a room scaring and jumping out with you.
Yeah.
Is it a kind of like one of those ghost trains? That's a train.
Kind of.
All right.
Here's a song. This is You and Again, a cover of the Bee Gees song by Sophie Madeline. And we're back. That's Sophie Madeline with You Win Again, which is a cover of a Bee Gees song, but I think we can all agree that she's one there.
Bee Gees are very good. I like the Bee Gees.
Now, we've got the quiz. Guys, okay, you all remember the quiz. You're only playing against each other now. We've got nobody with the right answers who has emailed in, so the winner gets to frape the other one.
Oh,
there we go.
No, if I win, I get to frape Dara.
Yeah. And
what happens if I win?
No,
you get to frape Stephen.
No, you just don't get frape.
So okay,
right, no. It's
been heated. It's been heated for the last couple of weeks. So guys, I want your noise. Give us your noise. Your buzzer noise. And Stephen.
Boop.
Okay, so this is, you were both around in the 80s, so here's who was better in the 80s. Question number 1. What was the registration of Lady Penelope's car in the Thunderbirds?
Beep.
Stephen?
Thunderbirds.
Incorrect. Dara, pass it to you.
There's no need to.
Pink?
Nope, it was Fab 1.
Nah, never would have got that.
Question number 2. Who was the old saggy cloth cat, baggy and a bit loose around the seams? Dara?
Bagpuss?
Yes.
Yes.
Who the fuck's a begpuss? Sorry.
You know that little stripy pink and cream cat, and he was on British television and used to go around being all kind of tinkery, essentially.
No.
Okay, anyway. Number 3. Who wrote and sang the theme song for One Foot in the Grave?
Beep.
Stephen?
Eric Idle.
Yes, well done. 1 each.
Matter.
Question number 4. What were the names of Sabrina the Teenage Witch's aunt?
Beep.
You both at the same time.
And
again.
then I went quicker.
I'll let him go first.
I've got a tiebreaker.
I actually want to see, does he know it?
Heidi and Zelda.
Dara?
It's Zelda and something.
I went for, yeah, I didn't know.
Henrietta?
No.
Helda, maybe.
Yeah.
We both got it wrong.
Stevens. No, he got it right. Helda and Zelda.
No, but he had the first answer first.
Yeah, but I got it right in the long term.
Yeah, but you
Get
don't
with
get
the
you don't
program,
get
Dara.
you don't
Get with the program,
You don't
Dara.
get many chances
Get
to get
with
it.
the
No,
program,
no,
Dara.
you don't.
Okay, no, we'll take it off you then. You still got 1 each. The question number 5. In 1972, a crack
Wait,
commander...
I should at least get a half for getting.
We'll see if Dara gets this one. Oh, we've got a tiebreaker anyway. It's fine. Question number 5. In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. Who were they? Stephen.
The A-team.
Yeah.
The tiebreaker question, just because maybe Dara can come back. How do you...
This doesn't get Dara to come back.
How do you kill Bruce Forsyth?
Beep.
Stephen.
I gone.
Bruce Forsyth.
Yeah.
As in TV presenter Bruce
Yeah.
Forsyth.
I gone.
How do you kill him?
I gone.
You can't. He's immortal.
No, Dara wins. You can't kill Bruce Forsyth, man.
That was a complete guess.
Why would you die?
Try it.
I bet with the gun you do. Good.
Okay, no, Stephen wins this one. So, Stephen, what are you going to... What's Dara's frape going to be?
I don't know. I have to think about this one.
Okay, while you're thinking about that, we're going to do I Like That. People, you know I Like That by now. It's things that Stephen likes or doesn't like because he's got weird, creepy countryman taste. So, Dara, give us a thing that Stephen will like.
I think
Actually, we just start now. Yeah, go for it.
I think Stephen will like civil unrest.
I like that.
When people you live with leave notes on things.
What kind of notes?
Anything.
Oh, I noticed you forgot to bring the bins out.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Hamburger sauce.
Pink sauce.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so do I.
Béarnaise sauce.
Oh, I like that.
Better they get lady sauce. Reunion tours.
Don't like that.
Donnacha Tiernan's beard.
I like that.
And there we are. That's I Like That. Dara, I think you win this one.
Hey.
Right, so just before we wrap up the show, I'm going to bring it to the pondering because we talk some silly things during the show and we try to make it a serious, happy ending at the end of each thing with a little bit of intellectual philosophy. So this week's question is, can you cheat on a friend? Right, so I'm going to explain the story behind this. Donnacha, who is usually on the show, got really, really angry with me the other day.
Oh, wow.
we got the box set for The Walking Dead and we've been watching it ever since he came back from his little tour of the States. And we started with like season 4 and we were working our way up through it. And then last night he was working. So I was like, okay, I'm at home. What am I going to do? I'm doing nothing. I'm going to watch The Walking Dead and keep going on. And he comes in from work early and he makes this sound like I'm a wife cheating on him. Because the way he describes it is, I came in and you said, oh, you're home early, like I just walked in and you're sleeping with someone. And he walked in the door and he called me a part of the anatomy. Let's just put it that way. He goes, I can't believe he did that. And he walked in and he grabbed something off the mantelpiece and he just ran out of the house and he went back down to work. And I got a text message like half an hour later going, whore. Oh my God. What?
Great story.
And then he came home and he was like, he wouldn't stop going on about it till I apologized to him. And then he went, you know what happened there? We've literally just lived out a little thing. Because he'd been going around to people in work complaining that I'd been watching it without him. And he felt like it was a betrayal of trust. So here's the question. Can you cheat on a platonic friend? Is cheating exclusive to relationships?
me and my girlfriend.
I did no, but see, that doesn't count. Really.
Context. Can you cheat on a friend
with the whole watching things? We do that to each other the whole time.
But it's not limited to thing. But
I'm reminded of
Go on,
of Kenny Goffin's set that he had once upon a time, whereby he was talking about going to the bathroom and seeing one of his friends have the crack with somebody else.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Can you friend cheat? Forget about television. That was just context.
Yeah, I get it.
You can.
It's
so
such
what's
a
friend
thing.
cheating? And where are the boundaries?
It's the betrayal of trust, or alternatively giving more priority to something when both parties know you shouldn't.
So how far does that extend before one can be angry?
You see, it's very.
There's a sort of a loyalty with friendship.
Yeah. No, I do get that.
That you need to have.
But it's kind of a lot of friendships that, especially you make, and they see, there's many years you kind of think like, okay, I'm going to be friends with these people forever, and then a couple of years down the line, your priorities change. So you don't really know. You can't say, well, did I really friend cheat, as that say, or I was just being true to myself? I mean, when you just start hanging around with somebody else, I mean, maybe just like that person better, or maybe it's not even that, it's just you've got more similar things that you're interested in. So I don't know. I mean, I definitely would require some kind of loyalty to my friends, but
I think though I don't think, like you did isolate two different things there.
I think so.
I think loyalty and a breach of loyalty is one thing. I think on the other hand, that's just, it's not so much being true to yourself or being closer to one person than another, because I mean, there is no sort of, this person has to be your best friend the whole time kind of thing.
You kind of get that from when you're a kid.
But you do have to kind of be there for your friend.
Oh, no. I definitely get that.
Short, I'm not allowed to watch Walking Dead.
But it's not so much a friend relationship going on there, really.
Yeah, no, I think this is more than friends, really. This is,
Is this how the show ends? With the revelation.
So this has been the Filibusters presenting Comedy Hour. I'm Stephen Ryan.
I'm on your side, Donica. I'm Dara Fitzgerald.
And
I'm Adam Leahy.
And it turns out Adam has a live-in lover.
Who else have we got? Oh, John Spillane. Who else have we got? Oh, John Spillane. Not the folk singer. This lad couldn't sing enough in his head. No, this lad couldn't sing enough in his head. He's useless. Use him for the job he has thumbs. We'll use him for the text machine. You're very welcome along and thanks for listening. You're very welcome along and thanks for listening.